Hello my lovelies, I hope you're all really well at home. Very much missing you in class at the moment, but we thought we would record a little something for you to keep you moving and mobile at home. So it's going to be a short 20 maybe minute video for you. You'll be recognising everything that we do from normal class. So as usual, I would just get you to find yourself a nice sturdy chair for me. If you've got a mat, that's great, but otherwise you shouldn't need it. I do apologise, the dog is just ruining something out the back. Sitting on your sit bones, so bring yourself to the front of the chair, make sure your shins are vertical, and we're sitting tall but we're not forcing anything here, so let those shoulders just come down your back. And as always, I'm just going to start by mobilising through the neck, gently turning the head across from one shoulder, round and over the other shoulder. And just listening to your body about how far it wants you to turn your head each time. You might find that you get a little further. Perhaps you've got a little stiffness on one side. So just listening, noticing, turning from side to side. We're just going to go once more each way and round and settling back to centre. And then we're just going to bring ourselves into a little double chin here, tucking the chin in, feeling a bit of a stretch down the back of the neck, and then bringing yourself back up to centre. And tucking back in again. As always, I wouldn't recommend that you look up towards the ceiling, just tucking that chin and lifting. And 2 and 1. And we come back to centre. And then I'm just going to take those hands, let them drop loosely by my side and shrug my shoulders up to my ears and just let them go. So we're trying here to get some mobility through the shoulders and let a bit of tension out. We tend to hold on to tension in our shoulders. So lifting and releasing for 3, 2 and 1. And release. And then I follow that with a few little shoulder rolls, coming forwards. Again, I think about lifting those shoulders, making it a really deliberate action. 4, 3, 2 and 1. And then changing direction. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And then just settling at centre. We're just going to bring our attention to our wrists now, taking those arms out in front of us, flexing, extending. So just mobilising through the wrists. Again, always noticing, interested in if there's a difference between left and right. And always remembering not to judge yourself for it, just that there might be differences. And let's have 4, 3, 2 or 1. Settling at centre, scrunching those fingers, spreading them wide. Scrunching, spreading, scrunching and spreading, getting mobility through the finger joints. We tend to forget about our hands. Spread and scrunch for 3, 2 and 1. Let those arms come back down to your side. Give yourself a little mobilise in general. And then we bring a little bit of movement to our lower body with some foot pedals. So here, peeling one heel up and lowering and switching. So you can either go one up and one down, or you can switch them in mid-air. Either way, just getting that mobility through the ankles, pushing the front of the ankle towards the front of the room as you lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Taking them both down. We go for a few arm circles here. So taking those arms, letting them go loose. We're going to inhale, lift both arms. If your back is happy, look to the ceiling, extend. Exhale, come wide, nod your chin. The tailbone tucks a little bit here. We're going for 4. Inhaling, reaching tall. Exhaling, reaching wide, nodding the chin. And 3. Going wide. wider each time. 2, reaching taller each time. And 1, coming wide, nodding that chin. And we take it into 2 roll downs, inhaling, reaching. Exhaling, coming wide. This time you nod the chin. Imagine that your back peels away from an imaginary wall behind you. I lift my tummy up towards my spine and I hang heavy. Taking a deep breath and exhaling to rebuild my spine back up that imaginary wall behind me. As my head lifts, I take a breath. Exhale and come wide. Nod the chin. And roll on down again. Taking a breath. Exhaling to rebuild that spine. Feeling the mobility through my vertebrae. And lovely. We're just going to take it into our little diagonal reaches here. So this time we're going to inhale, take the arms wide, exhale, come in forwards. If I show you my spine from the side here, as I inhale I extend, as I exhale I just flex forward. We go for 4. And 3. Two, and 1. Come on down. I'll bring myself back round to look to you. We bring ourselves to our shoulders here. So if you did have anything that you wanted to add as weights in your hand, you absolutely could here. If you wanted a bit more challenge, I'm already aching today, so I'm not going to. So take my arms out to my side. Relaxing those shoulders down, I start to draw little tiny tennis balls with my fingertips here, the movement coming all the way from my shoulders, sitting tall. Keep breathing as you circle. And as I keep circling, those circles start to grow. They become more like basketball sized. Still controlled, all coming from my shoulders. My chest isn't moving, my back's not moving. Those shoulders are working hard. I start to draw bigger balls, perhaps beach balls now. I start to notice my shoulders. At this point I'm going to pause. I'm going to reverse those big circles for 4, 3. Okay, so before I was rudely cut off, we were about to twist. So sitting tall, twisting from one side, round to centre. Weight even through those sit bones, and twist, and centre, twist, and centre. If you want to, you can take your arms wide, but keep your head moving with your rib cage, so it spins and comes back, and it spins and comes back. We can take this into a version of saw. So if we take our feet out in front of us, take those arms wide, we can spin and we can reach towards our little toes here. We can give it 3 little reaches before we come up to centre. We can spin and we can reach 2 and 3, coming tall at centre. Spinning and reaching. So you don't have to reach down to your feet, you could just reach forwards. Spinning and reaching. 2, 3, and coming to centre, taking those arms down. And again, I like to just give myself a little bit of a wiggle. And we go for our little crunches. So we've done these with balls before. So I take one leg out to the side, and I take my hand and I twist towards that side. So it doesn't really matter what your other arm is doing, but you reach and you twist, and as you turn you'll feel that side working, the muscles, your oblique muscles, as you twist towards your knee and twist away, twisting towards the knee and away for 3, 2 and 1, and coming back, taking the neck out to the other side. Again, this arm, do what feels good with it. So I reach away, I twist towards the knee, reaching away, twisting towards. I inhale, reach away, exhale, twist towards for 3, 2 and 1. Coming back in, bringing my knee back in, and then I'm going to bring us to standing. So I'm just going to turn my chair so that you can see what I'm doing here. I'm using the chair for some support. Obviously you don't have to stand, you can just do the seated work, but in class we do tend to stand and use the chair for support. So as always, we lift the knee and we lower. So I'm using my arm as well here, lifting and lowering. Remember, it doesn't matter how high the knee comes, but we are trying to maintain stability through our upper body as we lift and lower for 3, 2 and 1. Taking it down, we lift again. We take the knee to the side, open the hip, bring it in, come on down. Lifting, out to the side, come on in and down for 4, 3, 2 and 1. Down. Take a moment and have a little shimmy if you need to. And then I just take that foot, I lift it from the ground, and then I go for my little donkey kick here. So I take that foot towards my bottom behind me. So I'm just going to turn the chair so you can see what I'm aiming for here. So I'm aiming to take that leg behind me, opening the front of the hip here. I feel my glutes, my bum muscles get involved in taking that leg behind, but what I try not to do, which is very tempting, is to lean forwards as I go. So it's just the leg that moves for 4, 3, 2 and 1. And then finally, I imagine I'm a little dog cocking my leg against the lamppost, and I just take that knee to the side and in again. And again here, trying not to lean over as I do, so standing tall. So what I'm doing here is using these outside muscles to take the leg to the side and bring it in, trying not to twist, so keeping the foot coming out with the knee for 3, 2 and 1, coming in, taking that foot down, giving yourself a little break with some foot pedals here. So standing directly behind the chair, we're just going to pedal those feet a little bit, get the ankles moving. 4, 3, 2, 1, both feet down, both feet lift and lower for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And then I'm going to change sides. I'm going to bring my chair around to the other side so you can see what I'm doing. And again, I lift and lower for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Take a little break here if you need to. When you're ready, lift, open, close and come on down for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Another little break if you need it. And then we take that knee behind and back up, taking it behind. Again, try not to lean forwards. I picture these little muscles here, reaching, stretching. For 4, 3, feel your glute, pulling that leg back, 2, and 1. And then out to the side. Feel the side of your leg working for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, I just bring myself back behind the chair for a few little foot pedals and a few heel raises and lowers. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then I'm just going to bring you to a few little stretches standing while we're here, and then we'll finish off back on the chair. So we go for our calf stretch here, so taking one leg behind, one in front. Feel free to lean on the chair, bending that front knee, pushing the back heel into the ground. Breathing with that stretch. In through your nose and out through your mouth, feeling that stretch through the calf. As it eases, you might feel like you can take it a little bit further back. And we just hold it, ideally for about 40 to 50 seconds. And then we release and we change legs, and you might notice one leg is tighter than the other. This one is certainly tighter for me. So be patient with your body, breathing with the stretch. Moving in deeply and breathing out completely. Just a couple more breaths here. And then releasing that stretch. And then I step both legs behind me and bring myself into this lovely back or shoulder stretch. So I try and imagine I bring myself into a right angle here. A lovely stretch you can do at your worktop anytime that you're feeling like your back needs a little bit of a stretch. And again, I just breathe, trying to release shoulders, trying to just get that lovely stretch through my back. And I stand on up, step myself in, and give myself a little shuffle. Okay, just going to finish with a spine stretch forwards and then our favourite stir the pot. So I'm going to stay side on here so you can see what's happening with my spine. So again, I'm back to sitting at the front of my chair on my sit bone, sitting tall. I'm going to imagine that I've got a beach ball in front of me that I want to curve myself over. I reach my arms forwards, take a breath. As I exhale, I nod my chin, I tuck my tailbone, and I reach, rounding myself forwards here. Giving 3 little reaches. And then I take a breath, and I rebuild my spine. And again, I think tall thoughts. I take a breath. As I exhale, I come up and over that beach ball, reaching forwards towards the skirting board for 2 and 3. Taking a breath, rebuilding my spine. Just once more. Take a breath. Reach up and over for 1, 2, and 3. And then rebuild your spine. I just relax those arms down, give my shoulders a little move, and we come back to the front for a little stir the pot. So you know this one well. imagining, let's get rid of my list there, imagining we've got a big cauldron that we are stirring. Just let the body go. Get that lovely mobility moving around. Body knows what it wants here. Releasing everything that you've been using for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then you change direction. Make sure you stir both ways for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and then we'll just finish off with 2 roll downs here. So settling yourself back to center, taking a deep breath, reaching, exhaling to come wide, nodding that chin, rolling on down, imagining peeling yourself away from that imaginary wall behind you, taking a deep breath at the bottom, rebuilding your spine back up that imaginary wall behind you, and just one more, inhaling to reach, exhaling, coming wide, nodding the chin, coming on down. Take a moment here if it feels nice, and then when you're ready, take a deep breath and rebuild that spine. And I hope to see you sometime soon, but please do take care of yourselves. I miss you very much, ladies. Bye!